how I'm feeling. Dog, that's how I'm feeling.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. About ready to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 23-yard line. 56. Herbert off of play action. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Uchenna-Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences. And that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A give to Williams, running right. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Williams Williams running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Chargers 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And to the 30-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 0.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff. It's Eckler. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos 14, Chargers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6.
They can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Throwing, Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 21-0.
Broncos 21, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there for L.A. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now a carry for the former 1st-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert, and this is Cook with a grab. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Bridgewater's throw there, complete to Hamler. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Gordon on 1st down. Shifts past him at the 45. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A big hitter to up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater sets up the screen to Gordon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down, Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 6. Brandon McManus to kick off 4-10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Bandit. Bandit.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a dump off here complete, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Herbert throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. Herbert has it knocked free, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 10 yards.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. Got his tight end. That's. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Bridgewater. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. That's caught over the middle by Fant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
First down, Denver.
Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Broncos.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Herbert on first down now. That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown! Jared Cook. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. There we go now as they will again try for 2. Herbert going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He's at the 50. 30. He takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Denver, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.